Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to Ronin Films. Today we're going to be talking about consts. Let's get into it. So guys, there are three rules we need to do when learning JavaScript const. Number one, variables defined with const cannot be redeclared. That means I can't go const A equals B, and then I can't go const A equals B again, because that's already been declared, so I can't do it again. Now, number two, variables with const cannot be reassigned. So I can't do const A equals A, and then I can't do A equal B, because that doesn't work like that. It's const has already been assigned. And now, our last rule. Variables with consts have block scope. We'll get into that later. Now, a JavaScript const has to have a variable or its variables assigned to it. So you just can't do const x, nothing. That doesn't work like that. So you got to do const x equal x whatever. That's how it works. Now, when should you use JavaScript const? Now, as a general rule, always declare a variable with const unless you think you're going to change it later on. Now, we can use const to declare a new array, a new object, a new function, or a new regexp. So guys, let's talk about consts and arrays. So you could do something like const meal equals chips, bread, and pasta. And then you could do const meals, and then you could grab one of your items from your array and bring that out. So you're then using const to define a whole lot of items, but then you can bring out each different separate one, if you know what I mean. If not, here's an example. But again, you cannot reassign an array because it'll throw you those lovely, lovely, beautiful errors. Now, objects. You can change the property of a const's object. Okay, so let's do an example for you. You've got const meals, and then you do your object. So you'll have type gluten-free, and then you'll have sauce veggie, and flavor spicy. And then you can change each of those properties if we did something like meal.flavor not spicy or meal.sauce beef. And you can change it like that. Or you can add a new property in there and go plate color red. It's all in your objects. But again, you cannot reassign the object to a whole completely different one. Declaring a variable with const is similar to let when it comes to a block scope. In this example here, we've got const x equals 11. And then we have your curly brackets. And then inside those curly brackets, you've got const x equals 3. Now, that is able for it to work because inside those curly brackets, it's kind of like a new line of code, almost. So you don't have to follow the same rules as you do if it's outside of it. You can redefine const inside of those brackets, but you can't pull it out of those brackets. Now, you guys may be familiar with var or let as ways to define other stuff. They've all got different rules, and we'll get into them in later videos. Var, you can always redefine a var, so you could do var 10 equals 11, and then you could do, var 10 equals 10. And you won't pass an error, and it will all work out. However, if you want to do that with const, it doesn't work because you cannot reassign, even if you're using var or let or anything. You can't reassign a value that you've defined with const. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please drop down below and hit that subscribe button for more amazing JavaScript tips and tutorials. Check out some next videos because I'll be doing lots of them. Stay tuned. Ronin Films out.